What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hard Park 703 channel. So figured I'd make a video for how to wire up the valved exhaust to the C8. I haven't seen too many around on YouTube, so I figured people are probably looking for instructions on how to do it, especially if you're ordering up an exhaust that has its own valve system, right? So you're not going to be reusing the factory valves. And so you got to figure out how to run the wiring and all that, blah, blah. And so, yeah, that's all the content that's in this video. So enjoy.
So the titanium exhaust came with two. Oh, these do have, Brian was right. These are hefty. This feels like a really, really awesome key fob. The open and close button. That's dope. I'm not even kidding. This doesn't feel like cheap plastic. It's not even plastic. This is metal itself. It's got good weight to it. It's probably probably as like heavy as your iPhone. That's awesome. And then you've got two of them. So that's awesome. All right, cool. So you got a backup. I guess this is what's gonna relay the Bluetooth signal, I guess, whatever. Cool. Obviously necessary. And then all the wiring. So, and then it's going to be wired to, where is it? Oh yeah. So see, an outlet. So I'm wondering if I can run that to the front, because that'll be cool, because I've got a opening in the front. We could run it, I think, into the passenger, side, one inside the cabin, but I use that already to charge the phone. So hopefully we can do it to the front, but we'll see. It doesn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal, but yeah, so pretty cool. I'm excited. This is gonna be epic, dude. There are so much
required.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find out a middle point, like a good mounting location for, what do you call this, Brian?
It's gonna be the control box.
Okay, yeah. So the control box for the exhaust valves, because we got to run one wire from each valve to the control box, but then from the control box, we also have that 12-volt like power source. Yeah, and so what we ideally want to do is we want to run that to the frunk, because the frunk has that spot that I showed you guys, right? It's got the actual port itself, but I don't know how long we have, and so it's not super long. So we're wondering if we can maybe like place the control box further somewhere here in the center, so that now it reaches the front, or we might just have to use the passenger side 12-volt outlet itself, the port. Yeah. So
Where is the other outlet?
The hardest part about all this that we're trying to figure out right now is we've got wiring, and we've been trying to see how much wiring we have from the front to the back, because we would ideally want to plug into the front, right up front, the 12-volt, but how to route it all the way back here, like depending on where we're going to put that control box, it's going to be a pain, because like we found an opening from the passenger side floorboard through the firewall to the front, so that's fine. We could put the box inside somewhere, cool, but you still got to run the wires to each valve from that box back here, and that's the problem. Where is that opening? So yeah, yeah, what a pain. The wiring. So we're coming up with a game plan right now. Hopefully it works, but we'll talk all about that on Monday. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, we got a pretty solid game plan. And if it does work, then this video is going to help every single person who is trying to wire up a valved exhaust. So yeah, fingers crossed that we kind of are on the right path with this. Sticker's definitely more important than the exhaust. That Cyberpunk decal came out awesome. Look at it. Sticker adhered perfectly. Just shines so nicely in the sun. I'm digging it. All right, so back at the shop Monday morning, and we have made significant progress. Brian got here super early. I mean, like 7 a.m. he started to work on this car. I totally thought he was gonna, start at like 9. I rolled in like around 10. This man already had finished up so many things. So check this out. I just want to show real quick. From this angle, you can, okay, like right in there, you can see the closed valve. And so we tested it out and it works. But yeah, so awesome. The valve is located right there. But then check this other part. So this is the control box, right? If I didn't even tell you, like, it just blends in. It looks like it's OEM, like something that came with the vehicle. Isn't that dope? So that is awesome. So this is a really good spot to mount things. All right, guys. So I definitely want to talk about this install because this is the most critical part for a valved exhaust. So we were able to find the routing to route the wiring all the way to the frunk. And so I haven't seen too many install videos that talk about this or have any instruction and everything. So I thought this would be amazing for everyone to see. So yeah, we're gonna start from the front and work our way back because that's how we started with the wiring. Instead of working our way from the back and then fishing this all the way to the front, we actually started from here and we fished everything to the back. So Brian, can you please take it away?
So I used a 13/16 hole saw, or it's a 21 millimeter, and I went through the wall right here, routing behind the fabric. I followed the negative cable down and through the fender liner. I dropped this fender liner down so I could access behind it. I ran the wiring behind down to the side skirt, and I followed the hollow cavity of the side skirt following the frame all the way to the back.
Yeah, right behind this. That's what he's talking about.
Then I brought the wiring out behind this other control module and I blended it in so I could mount the control box here. That way I didn't have to puncture anything into the cabin or into the trunk. And then I ran the other two wires from the valves. I ran the driver's side across the engine bay by the air box because it didn't have enough length to reach this box going around the bumper. And then the other one I followed up around the strut tower and blended it all with the factory wiring so that it could all plug into the control box.
Awesome.
And since the control box may not be perfectly weather packed, the plugs look like you could see the metal on the back of the terminals. If
Right
you come
here.
in close, I put RTV around it as a precaution so that moisture couldn't get into it. And I packed the cavities of the plugs after it was all plugged in.
Awesome. Sweet. So yeah, so the routing, it comes from behind here. So he ran it all the way back this way, right?
See if you look down there.
Let's see.
A little lower. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it. The corrugated loom, whatever you say, right there. Yeah, you can see the corrugated loom, and then you see it coming out right here. And so the wires didn't come with corrugated loom. He put this on there, and so it adds the protection. But then also, I mean, if I didn't tell you this, you would think all of this right here is like from the factory. It blends in perfectly, and it's going to be protected already as well with once the fender liner goes on. So this is amazing. All right, so check this out, guys. So we're just gonna plug this in real quick, and then I'm just gonna hit the valve, so then that way you can see that it's getting full power. So as soon as you plug this in, you're gonna get the little red light, right? So you got power running to it, all right? And so we're gonna use one of the little key fobs, right?
Bottom button, I think.
Bottom button, all right. So you'll hear it very easily, right? And like I told you, the valve is right there. So we're gonna hit the bottom. Oh, see, you can see it. All right, so now that we're tidying things up, I just wanna run through it. I wouldn't say one last time, I'll probably run through it again once I get back to the house because that's how important this is, but I just wanna run through the wiring again. So we started from the front, right? So from the frunk, and then we went through the wall right here, right? And then it goes back down there, right? Obviously, I can't, it's higher up right now, so can't really get in there, but it goes into the fender, right? So you fish it behind the fender liner, comes through here, and then there's a cavity. There's a cavity behind the side skirt, right? And so it goes right through there, and you fish it out this way, right? So you fish it out this way. You can see the corrugated loom. That's the word?
Yeah.
Okay, so loom, right? So it's the loom that's right in there that you can see kind of reflective. You can see it right there. And so it comes out here, right? So it's all zip tied right here. This is adhered right here. So like I say, I mean, this, I would have never looked here twice had I not known this was a control box. So then it comes through here, right? So from here up there, and then it runs along the routing of the air box, right? And so that's how you pass through the other side. So then you've got the wiring that comes to this to this valve right here, right? So you've got that routing right there. And then the other one follows the routing of the airbox. And so now I'm gonna show you the other side. So come around. And then it comes out right here. So you see, so it all the way, you can even see to the other side of the car. So it's right over there. I think that's where, yep. So you see that, see the opening? So you can see all the way to the other side. You run the wiring all the way to here, and then there you go. That's how you reach the other valve on the driver's side. So that is the route. All right, I'll probably cover it one more time. I don't know what difference it's gonna make if if the vehicle is in a different setting, like if it's out on the road, but this is critical, you know, and so I always love it when someone makes a great wiring, like diagram or wiring video, because that really helps you out. That's 50% of this, right? It's bolting it up. It lines up nicely. Very nice. A little bit of an indent for the control box, but I don't think it's gonna have any issue with the tire or anything, but yeah, that's great. Just fits right behind it perfectly, so. All right. Go. So that's obnoxious. And then you can go whisper quiet. There you go. Awesome.
Well, there you have it. I mean, now you know that you can run the wiring from the front all the way to the back of the vehicle, and really, it's not that difficult. Once again, I'll say it like I always say it. It's tedious work, but it's not hard. So you just gotta be patient with everything you do with the C8. So you just gotta run it from the front, through the fender, run it along the side skirt, out the other fender, cross it over to the driver's side, wire everything up. I mean, you can put your control module, the valve control module, you can put it right there right behind the fender liner and stuff. So do whatever you want, but this gives you great guidelines. So then that way, at least you have an idea of how you're going to start this. And yeah, you can either do it exactly how I did it, or you can play around with it, see if you come up with a better solution. But yeah, hope you liked the video. So if you liked that video, go and click that like button, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Bye.